Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, September 11th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Despite it being 24 years ago, we must never forget what happened on September 11th, 2001 in New York, Washington, and Shanksville. Take some time today to reflect on that attack and those who were the victims when the planes crashed at 8:46, 9:03, 9:37, and 10:03. I'm not going to do an OMG fact for today, but we do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? The city of Annapolis issued a reminder yesterday for all voters still waiting on their mail-in ballots. The Anne Arundel County Board of Elections says that the Postal Service has been slow getting ballot requests and actual ballots where they need to go. Some forms have even been mistakenly sent back to voters instead of to election officials. If you have requested a ballot and do not have it by primary election day on Tuesday, September 16th, you will need to vote in person at your assigned polling place. If your ballot shows up late, you may have to vote provisionally, which will be counted only if your mailed ballot hasn't been verified. The city strongly recommends using drop boxes or hand delivering your ballot to your polling place and not mailing them. Drop boxes will be at all ward locations, including City Hall, the Bush Library in Annapolis, Mount Olive Community Life Center, the American Legion on Forest Drive, the Pitt Moyer Rec Center, the Eastport Community Center, the Eastport Annapolis Neck Library, and the Eastport Volunteer Fire Hall. Police and emergency crews in Anne Arundel County were dealing with a spate of pedestrian crashes. In Glen Burnie, a 66-year-old man is in critical condition after he was struck on Hospital Drive by a Toyota RAV4. Police say he was not in a crosswalk when the collision occurred. The driver, a 61-year-old Pasadena man, did stay at the scene, and the department's crash reconstruction team is investigating. Now, late yesterday afternoon, a 12-year-old boy was hit by a vehicle on Jones Station Road in Arnold. Thankfully, his injuries do not appear to be life-threatening. And down here in Annapolis, an adult male was stabbed in the chest near Pleasant and Clay Streets shortly after 4 p.m. Paramedics did treat him, and police hopefully will release more details about that incident a little bit later. But with APD, you just never know. Over at the United States Naval Academy, thousands of small flags now line Stribling Walk in a moving tribute to the victims of September 11th attacks. Yesterday, midshipmen placed 2,977 American flags, one for each life lost, along with 14 larger flags honoring Academy alumni killed that day. The effort, organized by the Midshipman Action Group, is part of their community service tradition. Many of today's mids weren't even born in 2001, but they paused between classes to kneel and plant flags in the ground. The remembrance continues today with the 9/11 Remembrance Run, a relay-style flag run beginning at 8:46 a.m., the moment the first plane hit the World Trade Center, and ending at about 5:20 p.m. when the last tower fell. If you can, stop by the Academy and walk Stribling to see the field of flags. It's really a very simple but a very powerful way to remember what happened 24 years ago. You want to be sure to catch our local business spotlight this weekend. This week we are going to be speaking with Jen from Designs by Jen. That is going to drop at noon on Saturday. And you want to make sure that you get out for some live music this weekend. The Annapolis Songwriters Festival kicks off this afternoon with more than 100 performances in about 25 different venues all across the city, most of which are absolutely free. You can find out all of the details at AnnapolisSongwritersFestival.com. And in closing, one of the best ways to keep up on the local news is the Daily News Recap email. It goes out at 7 p.m. every single day. It is free. It's paywall free. And here is a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up. And please feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. And that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for today's Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Fish for a Cure, Interim Healthcare of Annapolis, and the Annapolis Powerboat and Sailboat Shows. So now you just need to sit back because your Eye on Annapolis local weather is on deck, and Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace is here with this week's Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minute. All of that's coming your way, so hang tight.
When someone you love needs care at home, you want more than just help. You want trusted support from people who truly care. That's where Interim Healthcare of Annapolis comes in. Locally owned and serving seniors in Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Charles, Prince George's, and Queen Anne's counties. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis offers personalized in-home care that's flexible, reliable, and compassionate. From Alzheimer's and dementia care to assistance with bathing, dressing, fall prevention, transportation to appointments, and even 24-hour care. Interim of Annapolis also offers respite care to give family caregivers a much-needed break. With Interim Healthcare of Annapolis, you get the backing of a trusted national network and the heart of a hometown provider. Call Art Dandridge at 443-808-1003 or visit interim.com/Annapolis to learn more. That's interim.com/Annapolis. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis. Personalized service at home, peace of mind, and always there when you need care. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Well, good morning. Here is your Annapolis area forecast for the next several days. Today, you can expect a mostly sunny to partly cloudy day with temps climbing into the upper 70s. It will be pleasant and dry, so a good day to get outside without worrying about the rain, though you might want to carry a light jacket early on. Overnight lows will dip into the low 60s. Tomorrow, like the Magic 8 Ball might say, the outlook looks favorable with mostly sunny skies and another warm day in the upper 70s. Lows Friday night stay comfortable at about 61 degrees. Saturday will bring a mix of sun and clouds, generally pleasant with highs near 77 and overnight lows again around 62. It should be a nice late summer day with no major rain expected. And as we look ahead into Sunday through Tuesday, Sunday may see a few more clouds and highs could edge up toward 81. Monday looks like a day with some sun, but also a chance of thunderstorms, so keep an umbrella handy. By Tuesday, skies trend back more towards sun with partly cloudy conditions and highs in the mid-70s. The Annapolis Songwriters Festival scored some beautiful weather this weekend. And in summary, no washouts in the forecast. It'll stay mostly mild and pleasant through the weekend. The only wrinkle might be a thunderstorm or two early next week, but overall, it is shaping up to be a nice stretch of weather. That's your weather roundup. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
It's almost time for Annapolis to shine as the sailing capital of the U.S. with not one, but two incredible boat shows coming to town. First up, the Annapolis Power Boat Show, October 2nd through the 5th. Walk the docks and climb aboard the Mid-Atlantic's largest display of powerboats. Everything from sleek center consoles and wake boats to trawlers and cruisers. Step inside a working U.S. Navy Yard Patrol training vessel. Take a spin straight from the demo dock and shop the latest gear, gadgets, and marine tech. Don't miss Brokerage Cove, where pre-owned boats are priced to move. Add in food, drinks, live music, and plenty of expert advice. It's the perfect fall day on the water. Then 1 week later is the Annapolis Sailboat Show, October 9th through the 12th. The world's largest sailboat show, right in the heart of America's sailing capital. Tour hundreds of monohulls, multi-hulls, and blue water cruisers in Ego Alley and beyond. Check out the latest sails, rigging, and navigation systems, or take part in classes and on-water workshops like the First Sail Experience. Meet world cruisers, stock up on sailing gear, and soak up that legendary waterfront vibe filled with music, food, and salty stories. Two world-class shows, two unforgettable weekends. Tickets and info for both are available now at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. AnnapolisBoatShows.com. Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, on Sunday, check out their comprehensive Learn to Knit sessions for September and October. And registration is open for more classes coming up in October and November, including a watercolor cowl, beginner mosaic knitting, and a series of mitts. At the Willow Oak Flower and Herb Farm in Severn, Saturday, check out their Fall Harvest Wreath Workshop. Over at Local by Design, tomorrow, they have a woven bead earring workshop with Jody Roberts, and registration is open for more workshops coming up soon in September and October, including a pumpkin suncatcher workshop, a fall holiday coaster workshop, a game day bracelet workshop, and fall holiday candle jar workshop. At Art Farm in Annapolis, Today they have a community figure drawing class. Saturday there's Together Time, a mindful journey through art and meditation for ages 8 and up, including their parents. On Sunday, there's mixed media with encaustic collage workshop, as well as the weekly vibe, flow, and chill yoga. On Tuesday, there's a watercolor pop-up workshop, an intermediate weaving workshop, as well as drawing and illustration, a journey through creative mediums. And finally, on Wednesday, there's a first exposure to digital photography, and registration is open for more adult workshops, including family art night, Tasanki Ukrainian egg decorating, bookmaking, and others. And Art Farm's kids camps for fall are here. Today, there's watercolor, liquid acrylic, and ink for grades 7 through 10. Saturday, there's Art and Identity, Express Yourself for grades 4 through 6, as well as a kids' art school for grades 1 through 3. On Monday, there's a kids' art school for ages 4 through 5, another kids' art school for grades 1 through 3, and then fashion design, sketching, and conceptualizing for grades 6 through 9. On Tuesday, there's a kids' art school for grades 4 through 6, as well as another kids' art school for grades 1 through 3. And then on Wednesday, there's drawing and painting for grades 4 through 6, as well as hand-drawn comics for grades 3 through 5. And registration is open for more Art Farm Kids fall camps, including camps involving teen photography, podcasting, and more. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today, Mountain Road has What's Cooking Cookbook Club, exploring Latin American foods. Tomorrow, Odenton has Make and Mingle, a social maker event, and Rivera Beach has a senior hangout, making string art mandalas. On Saturday, Crofton has Ask a Master Gardener, Eastport Annapolis Neck has Build It with Lego, Odenton has a family STEM story time, Maryland City has Science Saturdays with Static Shock, Bush Annapolis has Create Cozy Coasters with the library's Glowforge laser engraver, Severna Park has a community service crafternoon. This month they're making cards for our troops. Rivera Beach has a Lego Create Challenge, Odenton has Machine Sewing Basics, and Severn has Make a Comic Book. All of that's happening on a Saturday. On Monday, Severna Park has a Severna Park Plant Club. On Tuesday, Glen Burnie has Little Engineers Constructive Play. Severna Park has Mindful Making, Haunted House Edition. And Broadneck has the Broadneck Needle Crafters. And then on Wednesday, Rivera Beach has Science Explorers, Diamonds in the Sand, studying diamondback terrapins. Bush Annapolis has Sewing Basics No. 2. And Eastport Annapolis Neck has the Mad Hatters Knitting Club. And just a reminder, the Annapolis Woodworkers Guild has their monthly meeting tonight down in Davidsonville. They're a great group, so if you're interested in woodworking, you should pop in and take a look. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. You can find links to all these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Ahoy, captains and anglers! What better way to spend a day on the Chesapeake Bay than by fishing and fundraising for a cure? Join us for the 19th annual Fish for a Cure tournament, Paul C. Detter's Captain's Challenge, and Shore Party, Saturday, November 1st at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Fish for a Cure supports Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. Event proceeds directly support the Cancer Survivorship Program for patients recovering from all types of cancers. Gather your crew and register your boat today at fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.